So, wasn't too long ago, we were visiting some friends, and they have a big dog. It looks like Lobo, and I'm so scared every time I go to their house. And you know how dogs are, man, they just, I think they smell fear. And so I think that dog knew I was the only one afraid of him. So I'm the only one that dog comes after, right? And there it is. It's the nose and the crotch, and you're just like, not only is this awkward, now I'm really afraid. And so the dog lays down on its side and then sort of turns over on its back and exposes its belly, its chest to me. And anyway, I don't want to touch animals. And so I'm just looking at this thing, and my friend just like scratch his chest, and I'm just like, that's disgusting. And he's like, no, scratch his chest. He's like, this is how the dog is submitting to you. The dog knows you're afraid of it, and this is how the dog is bearing itself vulnerable, saying, I'm not going to hurt you. Like, this is the most tender part of me, and I'm opening it up before you. And that made a lot of sense to me about what it means to submit. And I think submission is something that, especially North Americans, have a hard time with. But I think as we've been talking about tending to the open wounds in the body of Christ this week, that takes submission. And it doesn't only take submission to Christ, to what God's will is for you, for our lives. It takes submission to the wounds themselves. And we've been talking about that. We've been talking about following the poor to God's heart. Now here's the thing. It's our luxury as Western Christians to choose submission. The kids we've been talking about, the women that we love, that we're in community with, submission is chosen for them. The women that we work with and the women that we love, that we've considered family, who live in brothels, they have 10, 15, sometimes 20 men climbing on top of them every night. They're forced to submit. Children who've had to take up arms and fight in civil wars, they don't have the luxuries that we do to choose the freedoms that God's blessed us with.